Hello, chat. Hello, hello, hello. Wake up, camera. There we go. How we doing? I am also a fan of the Schnitzel. If only because I like saying the word. But it's a pretty tasty thing too. Especially when you actually, have breadcrumbs, which I don't. So we're going to be improvising with that tonight. What else we got going on tonight? Ooh, that's an interesting concept. We might have to try something really interesting tonight, chat. Panko certainly has its takes and times. I sort of prefer traditional breadcrumbs for Schnitzel because I like doing that like puffy crust Schnitzel. I think I'm going to go with a very interesting crust tonight, chat, but we'll get to that when that is a thing. Let's make some coffee. Now that I got my earbud back to working, I'm actually turning it down because it's so loud.
Evening check, have some primage. Cheers.
Thank you, John Rando. Appreciate that resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another thing that's a little bit different from your normal Schnitzel, I've gone for a tenderloin tonight as far as our meat. And so, it's a little different. I mean, typically you see it done with loin, thin cut, or maybe butterfly cut. I thought I might try something different with this. I'm still debating how much of it I want to pound out and how much of it I want to thin cut. And I didn't update the dinner command, did I? Nope, I didn't. So we're just going to ignore the dinner command even exists tonight. The plan is chard with some onion, mustard, chicken stock, lemon. Give that a cook. Mashed potatoes, gravy from chicken stock, which defrosting, and pork tenderloin schnitzel. Zeke's just okay. You get that, chat? Yeah, thank you, Buns. Welcome in, Buns. Welcome in, Zeke's. Happy to see you, Cosmic. Happy to see you too, John. Where are my manners here tonight? Not saying hello to anyone. What's... Would you rather I call him Zex all the time? Them. My apologies. You got this thingy. You got this little dairy whip. Cheers, chat. Thank you for joining me tonight. First things to do here. We get going with our greens. I'm going to braise or long cook these greens. These are going to be some stewed greens. That said, not stewed forever. and I am going to cut the majority of the stems away. I may cut them down too, but yeah, that one we're gonna cut down a bit. Excuse me. Tried to mute that, I thought I had. That'll do, since I'm just going to get it all wet again. I was just trying to clean it off. That looks like that was just eaten. Something got it to before me. It is my oldest playlist, which is by far my longest playlist, but is my least used playlist these days. Because I use this playlist. Like, this playlist is 11 hours long. I think it's at least twice as long as my second. And I now have the option to play on shuffle. And so what I've been doing lately with all my playlists is playing a couple of songs I like as far as the beginning of the stream, and then setting it to shuffle and letting it go. I've got too many potatoes, and I've already cut them all. I think I'm going to bag some of these for maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I don't need this whole pot full of potatoes. And save some of those for tomorrow. So that's gonna hold nicely for tomorrow, I hope. Which, just for more of the same. So you're not missing out on anything here. Let's throw a little bit more water in there. Leave that for when we're ready for it. Veggies. Nice, Cosmic. Probably pretty good. Speed of salt. There we go. Whew. How can you screw something up so bad that it only has 3 buttons on it? Just trying to fix my audio from hearing between the mics fighting. Well, if you look at, it's just a matter of economics, Admiral. It already isn't a thing, is my honest thought. At least for everyday general meals. I mean, fine dining, artistic food, things that work for the eye, maybe a little longer, maybe. But we already had, I think it was Ducasse, one of the big names in New York, or one of the big names, not in New York, but I don't know if it was Ducasse or Balloud. One of them had a group with, I think, a bunch of MIT students, designed a grain and rice shop that was entirely automated, and that was pre-pandemic. And I don't know, the real sales point there is he had an actual chef behind it as far as the recipes. You hook up ChatGPT to that thing. Why am I throwing oil in here? We're good with this now. We're ready for other things in here now. Start with a cup of water. And a cup of chicken stock. I guess I'll actually measure it. Bit more salt, and our greens. Looks beautifully green right now. Would love to serve it at that color, but I am going to cook that until it is army green. Maybe and then some. Taking some of this loveliness. Look at those mustard seeds. Oh. It's like mustard caviar. Turn that down a bit. Wish to my head off this gyre. Lemon. Got yourself an extra ham hock or ham bone or anything along that line. You can throw that in there, throw that whole thing in your slow cooker and just forget about it. It'll be gorgeous by dinner time for you. Good with that, good with that. I guess we're on to pork here, chat. I think to begin with, do that right there. It's got some thickness to it still, but I'm gonna pound it out from there. Really, that didn't take? Oh, Zeeks, did you enter? Let's see what it says it is. I'll give you the points if that's what it was. Well, quick join and answer. Sorry to muffle this a little bit and put that under the towel. Nice. hacked scrambled game is hacked. We're seeing how much of my coffee I can spill here tonight. I think you might just have to rephrase it differently for ChatGPT. You know, like, what words can you make from these letters that relate to food? Or something along that line. A jacquard, I am unfamiliar with that tenderizer. I just like my brass knuckle tenderizers. I know they're improper. But yeah. It's still bubbling a little quick. We want this simmering. I think that might be too big for that. We may be too large on our schnitzel tonight. I gotta cut my schnitzel down. No looking while I cut my schnitzel. Are you trying to say my schnitzel lacks girth? This one's a bit thicker. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here with all the other ones. That one's like, I can't even keep track of them. There's so many of them now. Like there's sites that are tracking them that are outdated. That are being generated by AI. That it is, Admiral. Not the typical cut for this. Yeah, let's do a bit more flour in there. Which version of GPT are you using? I'm convinced now that they're making 3.5 even dumber, so people can pay them money already. Like the 4 version that's free through Microsoft is considerably better than 3.5, and then the paid for version is even better than that. Oops, a little too thin there. Yeah. I just ruined that. Nope, still ruined that piece. That piece is a bit thick. Oh well. Not my best work, chat. Well, if it's worth your, what is it, the 20 questions you get a day? I don't know how much you use it. You're paying for it. But we're already the stories are already getting sad. You know, like that. The recent story with the what kind of, I forget, what was it, a bulimia clinic or something along that line, that their staff wasn't even really looking for extra stuff. I'm repeating LTT again. But I had found it independently and had it in the politics channel before. But bulimia, just switching to, like, not even a modern chatbot, an old school chatbot, like the ones you get now for help assistance when you're looking for tech support, not for, you know, mental health issues. They're switching to a chatbot, and like, on one end you hear claims that they had just unionized. They were asking for things, but they weren't asking for things under the... They weren't even asking for money. They were asking, I think, for proper coverage. You know, to hire a couple more people and actually do the job properly. And that's the employees asking for that, you know? Well, not employees, they're volunteers too. Oh, most certainly. Like, as much as businesses will do as much as they can quick, something like that probably didn't happen overnight. At the same time, you get an organization that's large enough, it doesn't, you got to plan for contingencies anyways. I'm mostly thinking pan size when I'm cutting these down. Like, I would really love to have them be gigantic, but that just ain't working for this. Yeah, we're gonna get this dirty again. Nice, Zeeks. Yeah, a lot of people probably celebrating the holiday. Who's going barbecuing tomorrow? There'll probably be 101 barbecue streams tomorrow. Hey, this is the one time our streamer touched grass this year. We went out barbecuing. So we're going to add a bit more flour into that. And pork's going to come back to the flour before it goes on to egg. Nice, Cosmic. Yeah, I keep procrastinating on a big cleanup day that's very necessary around here. Very necessary. With my schedule, especially with the evening, it's just... ugh. Like, I have... Thursdays are a pretty good day off for me to do stuff. And generally nothing's available. It's sort of funny, like everything's Monday, Tuesday as far as the funky stuff I want to do. Like one of those things is I have a large number of returnable bottles to return. And they are only open, like, I think I'm even lucky that there's one remotely near me. I think there's only a couple of them in the county locations where you can return bottles. And they're, you know, like limited hours, limited days. Which has always sort of been a thing since I've been out here in California. I mean, we barely have bottle returns as it is. Well, it's one of the few recycling services that we actually operate here in the United States. I mean, it's like pop bottles and cardboard. As far as tonight's outer crust, I don't have breadcrumbs, but I do have I do have Ruffles. Ruffles have ridges. We like MSG here. My biggest concern here is the flavorings potentially burning while frying this. That's my only concern. I'm worried that that's not enough to coat these though, but we'll see. I'd say that's panko-esque. Panko, sort of. I think I actually got that pretty close for just using a rolling pin. Yep, I've done all sorts of stuff, Admiral. Through the ingredient challenge, I've done Fuegos, I've done Flamin' Cheetos, I've done, oh, what else? Popcorn. Says server that knows nothing about cooking. They'll be able to recite you the menu by memory because their bosses require them to. And they'll know all the standard substitutions. But actually, you know, pose a cooking question or, you know, something like, yeah, salt. Yeah. It's like the TV show. I was talking about how cheesy the Kitchen Confidential riffs were on TV. The TV series, which was, I think it was like a pilot. I don't know if it got any longer than that, but where they asked for an eggless omelet. At least I think that's the same one. Isn't that the same one? Where the waitress comes in and is like, yeah, we want an eggless omelet. And the chef is like, here's some parsley on a plate. No, I agree. Sweet potato definitely needs seasoning, definitely. And it's one of the funner ones because you can do some different stuff. Like, potatoes are amazing. I love potatoes. I mean, we're eating potatoes tonight. But, you know, I don't want to put ginger and cinnamon or nutmeg or in with regular potatoes. Some people do nutmeg. Nutmeg's a little bit savory play. I can understand that, but in general. But those are all things that I sort of want with my sweet potatoes. Eggs. I keep procrastinating on eggs. I also need to get a frying pan together here. And I think I want to do my reduction sauce before we get into frying too. We'll move this lovely pan the other side of the stove here. Also going to turn our potatoes on to start cooking now. And so take the rest of this bag of chicken stock, throw that under a full flame here. Also going to add a bit more water in with the greens just to keep them going. We've evaporated too much. So slightly over what I want them to be. Actually, they were just about perfect to serve as they were there. As they are there. Eggs. Did I ever get the eggs out? Yes. They didn't make it over to this counter, but I got them out. More reasonable request than you would think these days. Oh, the 1%ers complaining about gluten. I'm certainly of the belief and, knowledge that we have to change over some of what we're eating, especially with the population changes. And actually feeding people actual food rather than, here, eat dirt. The quiet part of that is here, let's feed them crickets. crickets, maggots, all sorts of things that sound lovely on their own, but then again, so do other things like certain fish that we rename. Why am I sweating? Let's turn on, open the window. It wasn't even hot today. It was trying to rain earlier. Put the flour away. Crickets are easier to raise. Well, yes and no. The laws on raising some insects is quite hilarious. If you look at what some of these commercial producers have to go through in order to produce insects to be edible, which is good at the same time, but you know, things like they have gravel traps around their base, not their base, but their warehouses or manufacturing where they're growing their insects. Their production facility. Well, that works for a couple of them. You gonna make a million mud holes? A billion? Trillion? I mean, you gotta feed people for a year here. You gotta feed billions for a year. I'm not saying that farming them is impossible, but there's just a lot of things that make it a lot easier to raise crickets. You know, it's on land. Trying to coat all of this flour properly in butter so that we can use this for our gravy. washing my hands off before I get them coated in egg and flour. Got a new nozzle diffuser for that thing. It's like a rocket now, that sink. At the same time, the washer doesn't quite match up, so I gotta... There's a couple other washers I think are different sizes that came with it. I'm gonna have to figure out which washer I need to put in there, but... It's like twice... It's a lot more flow. Alright, which whisk am I going to use for this? I think we're going to go with you. It's a little like if I had started with a roux to begin with here. But because I mixed it with the flour by hand, it cuts a little of the cook time down a little bit, and it certainly helps with the clumpage because all of these, this is all going to break down as it heats, as it melts. Already starting to thicken up a bit. I could just stare at that. I sort of was for a moment there. So going with our second coating of flour here on our pork. Let's get some flour, some oil heating up here too. And I'm running out of room on my stove, so I'm actually going to move the greens over here onto the counter to just stay warm in that cast iron pan. Not quite boiling back there with the potatoes, getting close though. I didn't do it, chat. MSG. Yeah, I need to update the playlist. I say playlist, I mean the slideshow of past hits. Did the slideshow play gift for you, Fluffy? Let's see if it's connected still. It should be. Yeah, I might need some more potato chips here. How we doing here? Oil. Almost. Almost. I turned the heat off on this. Alright, I'm just gonna start smashing some more potato chips. I was hoping to eat those potato chips, but I guess we're gonna be crushing a lot of them. I guess I'm eating them anyways, but I mean... You don't know how you feel about two people that probably in no way resemble the two that were in the game kissing? Well, if they're using famous people, yeah. A lot of times you'll find them even trying to, well, like, imitate a famous person with how it looks. Like, we really wanted to sign this person, but we couldn't afford them, but here's our best replication instead. Or we built this project around this character that didn't want anything to do with it. Oh, to a certain degree, when it comes to voice, structure of throat, structural of the face, mouth. But that's, like, you don't need that for video games. You don't need to be that accurate. Those are enough potato chips for those 2 half pieces. We almost there, pork? You're looking like you're almost there. Poor potatoes. They've likely been blanched, fried. Now they're getting fried again. Oh, crushed. And then fried. Let's see what our temp's down to. Ooh, doing nicely here. I'm gonna ration my potatoes here for the rest of this. I think I have to do laundry tonight. Boo, what? Did you get creepered? Yeah. But the aprons need it. I need shirts cleaned. It's time. Oops, wrong way. Keep warm, not fry in the oven. 170, where's that beep? Not bad. I'm liking taters. Taters looking yummy.
turn the flame off on the oil for a moment. So laugh at me when in a minute or two I'm like, why is the oil getting so cold? Funny how that flour almost acts like glue. You know, it's almost like, you know, you could use flour and gluten like a glue. We're cooking a bit too low there. Cooking a bit too cool. The oven coming up to keep warm temp. I'm out of coffee, chat.
Yeah, I let this get way too cool for this piece. Hey, Lux Boom. I'm putting all the pork down in 175 degree oven now, or 170. Frying our last two pieces here. Hey, Noimu. Schnitzel is Eastern European slash Northern Asian. Several countries up in that area love fried cutlets of various forms. And Schnitzel is along that line. It's very similar to, say, pork katsu, or it's essentially a fried cutlet of meat. It's not specific what type of meat typically. It's either chicken or pork. And I'm serving it with mashed potatoes tonight, but I've also often made it several times in the past with Schnitzel and Spätzle. Schnitzel and Spätzle. Like two peas in a pod. Yeah, I've got a gravy on the stove. Let me see if I can't pull that out here. A moment. Over there on the other side, over here, we've got a chicken-based gravy to go with our mashed potatoes. Chicken and roux, chicken stock, roux, or Bermonte, and it's not Bermonte. Bermonte is mounting with butter at the end of a sauce, which I still might do with that. But I'm forgetting the proper term for that. There is a term for that where you mix raw flour and butter together before you mix it into an already created sauce as a thickener. Very similar to roux, but the difference being is you're not cooking it beforehand. Something I should remember, and due to my horrible memory, I am not at this time. I'm also really stretching this egg tonight. But the pork katsu or katsu curry is often you have it in Japanese cuisine with a panko crust very often, and with a curry sauce. They don't call it schnitzel though.
It's still Schnitzel, but and while I'm certain you will find Schnitzel with potato as a coating, I sort of doubt very many people make Schnitzel with cheddar and sour cream Ruffles. Frying dishes are fun for stream. They're easy entertainment. They're easy visual ASMR. As everyone who has respect for ASMR unfollows and leaves. One last piece to fry here. Worst coated of the bunch. Get on there. I think that oil may be done after tonight. It'd be foaming up pretty good at this point. Please don't spray me. Please don't spray me. It didn't spray me, chat. I wouldn't recommend this in a restaurant or if you're doing this for a whole bunch of people, but in order to conserve not using 50 plates doing this, I'm layering them a little bit. This does mean that I am steaming these a bit, and so these will be slightly less crispy. I mean, I'm not smothering them there, but I am steaming them a bit. The flame off on the oil. worried these taters are feeling a little more substantial than I thought they were. Oh, they're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Heat up your butter and cream before mashing it in potatoes, folks. This is not the way to do this. Do as I say, not as I do. How's our evening going, Admiral? I think that's like a perfect amount of taters for tonight. Sauce is looking lovely. Let's give this a taste. Those are some old pots. Those are hand-me-downs. I always want to say that those were my grandparents, but they might have been my parents when they were in their first apartment too. No, the pans, these guys, these are Revereware. You can't hardly see it on it. Revereware. Maybe you're familiar with a Revere named Paul. So now we're mounting with butter. Now we're adding that lovely butter in to finish off our sauce. Give it that glossy thickness. I'm sort of torn tonight, chat. Like, the katsu's, or I'm gonna call it katsu now. The schnitzel is gonna coat the entire bowl. Hey, Slice. Lemon wedges, very common, yes. A little lemon's great with that. I did some lemon in with the greens and the gravy, just to lighten things up a little bit. Why is this over here? This is not supposed to be in that vein. Our braised mustard collards. Just for color, not really for flavor. Little freeze-dried parsley in there. And then of course I could coat that in gravy, but I think that's going to be a much prettier picture just like that. Admiral, you talking the hot dog company? Yeah, Wiener Schnitzel is also a U.S. Fast food company that I'm not 100% sure, but I think is all about hot dogs, which is not... And for anyone just joining in, sort of coming in late to the show here, this is not your typical breadcrumbs on top of this pork, because why would I ever do anything normal? Why would I ever do anything like the way everyone else does? And instead we've got some cheddar and sour cream Ruffles instead of breadcrumbs on the outside of this tonight. So I'm grabbing a couple extra photos because I'm sort of ecstatic with how that turned out. I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, Schnitzel a la Ruffle. And so, yeah, there we have dinner tonight, chat. And unfortunately, I believe that means that it is this time. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna leave it here tonight, chat. I'm gonna go watch a few videos, relax and enjoy this, and then I'm gonna probably hop on to the Minecraft server. Although, I doubt I'll be streaming it tonight. Like I said, I'm hoping to not procrastinate tomorrow and get some actual cleanup action going on around the home. And I know I don't normally stream on Monday, so I hope you enjoy your holiday if you got a day off tomorrow. If you're looking for something to do, you can join me and Buns in the Minecraft server. Just have to let me know in the Discord. And I'm going to be back on Tuesday for my normal Tuesday stream. Going to be doing Greek-style pizza. I got all those Greek stuff around the house still. We got that barrel-aged feta, we got cucumber, we got some other goodies. So going to combine that maybe with some chicken, maybe with, I don't know what I'm going to do as far as a protein with it. It doesn't necessarily need one. But that's the plans for Tuesday. We're doing pizza and we're doing Greek-style pizza. Well, I say Greek-style. We're doing American-style pizza with Greek toppings. So, I hope you all have an amazing night. I thank you all for joining in with me tonight. And hope to see you back soon. Good night, folks.